Hi guys, and welcome to this week's tip of the week. In this week's lesson we're going to be discussing pitching and how to stop hitting on top or behind the ball. We're here on the 8th hole in the west course today. I've laid it up beautifully to about 70 yards, and I'm just going to talk you through a process which I use to make sure that I'm more consistent with my wedges so that I get a decent strike and I get the same reaction off the ball when it does hit the green. So two things to bear in mind with this shot is you don't want to be driving the hips too hard because you're going to be presenting the leading edge of the wedge a little bit more than you would normally, and you don't want to be using too much wrists and arms. You want to be trying to feel like it's more in your shoulders and your chest, and your legs are going to stay more passive. So you're not going to actually try and drive through the ball because it's only 70 yards. All you care about is getting a good strike, and the way we do this is we try and limit the lower body a little bit more than in the normal swing, and we limit the wrist hinge and getting too steep or going too much around. So there's not a hell of a lot of rotation. It's more going to be just the rotation with the shoulders and the chest through the ball nice and smooth, and I'm not going to add too much speed. I'm just going to make a nice long smooth swing, try and keep the tempo and the rhythm very, very steady. The other thing to note is we're not going to stand too wide with our feet. We're going to stand pretty narrow, about shoulder width apart, maybe inside that. Ball's going to be just forward of center for me. My hands will be just ahead of the ball, and all I'm going to feel is shoulder and chest rotation through that ball. Nice long swing. I've got a 56 here just to make sure that I get the right reaction on the ball. That takes 1 or 2 bounces and stops right next to the pin. Probably rolled on about 5 foot, but very in control, not a lot of speed, very good contact, and that's what you want with pitching. You want to make sure your strike is very good and very consistent. I hope that helps you from your 70 yards and in. See you next week.